see who's next. Is just a second, folks. Need to put on my glasses to see the Silas. That's what I didn't. I've never heard the name before. Silas, somewhere in Virginia. Hello, and welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, Rush. Longtime supporter. I'm an African-American conservative U.S. history teacher in an inner-city school, and so it's a very lonely place. But I wanted to address this whole thing about the funding the police.
Yeah.
You know, there is just something not being talked about here, and this is an effort to really start removing behavioral authority altogether. You know, I see this in my classroom, and you're dealing with kids basically who don't have a lot of structure at home, no fathers at home, and it's almost as if they don't know how to respond. They're raising themselves, Rush. And this whole thing about...
Wait a minute, you're talking about the kids.
The kids.
The students. They don't know how to respond to what?
To authority, to direct instruction.
Okay, to authority, okay.
If you look at the police pull them over, you know, and they're giving them imperatives, their immediate response is to fuss their way out of things and to fight or flight. There's little room for cooperation. I see this in my classroom. It's almost a foreign concept to respond to an imperative. It's just that they're not raised that way. They're raising themselves. And this is a larger part of the puzzle here, because it's just going to go down. It's going to degenerate to a more, Black Lives Matter, trying to put a new spin on community and taking away the nuclear family. It's all about how they're being raised or not being raised.
Okay, but wait. You started this off with defund the cops, and I'm trying to put the way these kids respond to authority and defund the cops. What I'm missing your point.
Well, when you see them, for instance, in almost every situation when the police pull them over, okay, you don't see a lot of cooperation. You see resistance. You see, on 99% of the time, if you look at what happens when African-American young men are pulled over by police.
But wait a minute. Every time I see a black person on TV, I hear that they were raised to believe or to behave that when a cop pulls you over, you say, yes, sir. You say, yes, sir. You say, yes, sir. You say, yes, sir. You do not confront. You do not argue. And they tell this story because this is the way they denigrate the cops. The cops are automatically going to hate you, son, because you're black, you're African, so you've got to go out of your way to be nice.
No. I see it in my classroom. I hear the discussions. They want to prove to the cop that they're not afraid of them. That's the first thing. And they don't respect authority. As a teacher, they don't respect my authority. I have to, I have kids who refuse to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. And we have to work with this mentality that's there and try to somehow help them, but there's a lot of oppositional defiance. And what I'm saying is it's going to reach a level where you talk about changing communities altogether. There's no foundation, because in the home, there aren't any dads really getting them an orientation to respond to authority. They manipulate their mothers. They raise themselves with their friends. And it's a whole subculture that really no one's investigating.
So you think you think that the defund police movement is really about the ability they want to remove authority. They don't want to have to react to it. They don't want to have to be respectful of it. They just want to wipe it out.
Because they're not used to it. Yeah, that's part of it. Yes, they are not used to. They are not used to setting limits on behavior. It's not something that they're going to be accepted now.
So what's the solution for it?
All the solutions, they need dads in their homes. They need to stop having kids out of wedlock, and they need to get back to a nuclear family concept and understand that that's a foundation of
Bill Cosby said that. Where is he today?
Yeah, I understand. Well,
you can chuckle all you want, but Bill Cosby is in jail, and that was one of his major points when he was trying to help young African Americans.
Yeah, you're right.
I know. It's a tough thing. Look, I appreciate the call. Thank you, Silas, and we will be right back. Do not